Hello, fourth graders. Today we're going to be working on our plot, the beginning, middle, and end. Now, as you're doing this, you're not going to be putting every single little detail. You're basically just summing up or paraphrasing what your beginning, middle, and end is going to be. So, for my beginning, I included 3 things, and you'll need to include these 3 things too. A good beginning has an introduction to how many things? If you're saying 3, you're right. A beginning introduces the setting, the main character, and the problem. So, for example, on mine, on a warm spring day in Highland, Utah, a small 10-year-old girl named Kathleen sat in front of a piano with her piano teacher, Bessie. So just look at that one sentence. On a warm spring day, that introduces setting in Highland, Utah. Again, that's setting. A small 10-year-old girl named Kathleen, main character, sat in front of a piano with her piano teacher, setting. Bessie tells her the spring recital is coming up and that she must perform a piece memorized. This is the introduction to the problem. Now, I'm going to ask you, is the problem solved in the beginning? No. This is just when the problem is introduced. It's when it just surfaces. Now, let's move on to our middle. The middle is when the problem gets really bad, okay? So the beginning is when the problem was first presented, and the middle is when the problem turns into a massive snowball. So imagine when you make a snowman, you start out with a snowball, right? And then you roll it in the snow and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's exactly what happens in the middle of your story. That in the beginning, you can think of your problem like a little snowball, and then in the middle is when the problem gets rolled and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So for example, in my middle, Kathleen is terrified and fears that she will forget her piece or mess up. She tries to get out of the recital but cannot. Kathleen decides that she will have to practice and work hard. So I plan on making sure when I write out my story to really make this problem of Kathleen's fears getting bigger and bigger and bigger throughout the story. Even when she decides to practice, I'm going to include in the story that even when she practices and she's working hard, she still messes up and she's getting really, really frustrated. But again, we're paraphrasing, so we're not including all of the details, just the main points. Okay, so we now are going to go to the end of the story. And the end is when this massive snowball of a problem becomes resolved. So let's look at mine. On the day of the recital, Kathleen practices her piece one last time and messes up. So again, this problem is still not solved, but then her family goes to the Highland City Hall building. When it's her turn, she performs the piece and does it perfectly. So all of her fears are resolved.